Welcome everyone to the female bodybuilding channel. And JB, introduce our guest today.
We have Eva Montgomery. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
And finally, at home, people, when we have a women's bodybuilder and you turn on the screen and she actually has the women's bodybuilding size. What a tremendous JB. This is not always, is it?
No.
This is something new.
Yeah, that's good. It's very good.
Thank you.
So, Eva, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
In 2021, it was a different year for women's bodybuilding. It was good, but it was a little bit different. And when the year was over, we were thinking, who do we want to see more of in 2022? Who has the potential to do major damage? And then I texted Brandon Ray. I said, bro, is there anything new going on? And he said, AJ, I have someone that's going to take over the game in 2022. And I said, who? And he said, Eva. And then I was thinking about Tampa. Was Tampa Pro, correct?
Yes.
And then I remembered and I called JB. I said, JB, I think this is the one.
Oh.
So, Eva, talk to us a little bit. We want to get you on because we want to get to know you better. We want the fans to get behind your story because you are truly something special, you know, in the land of women's bodybuilding. And we think this is going to be a great year for you. So introduce yourself a little bit.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I'm Eva Montgomery and I'm a bodybuilder. Last year was it was kind of crazy for me. I was actually getting ready for the Chicago Pro, and the week before the show, I got COVID, the Delta variant, really bad, and just tried to fight that, then continued to prep and did Tampa instead. And I just wanted to be able to get on stage because before that, it was I think 3 years prior to that I had been on stage. So
when was your last show before Tampa?
It was Baltimore Pro.
2018?
18, yes.
Okay.
Yes, and unfortunately, I was the only bodybuilder that showed up. So
really?
I won by default, and that's not how I wanted it. You know, of course, it was kind of upsetting to be the only one there, but good practice. So I just stayed training and dieting and kind of, just tore it up in the gym. I'm a personal trainer and a coach as well. So, I get to work with a bunch of amazing people and help them with shows and stuff like that. So I just did that.
So some questions, because we got a lot of questions because we don't know so much about you. So in 2018, you did Baltimore Pro. You won it. You're a pro show winner now, correct?
Yeah.
Why did you use so long time to come back? 3 years is a lot of time.
I was working a lot, other personal issues.
Okay. So obviously you kept the size. Is that when you don't have a show to prep for, is that difficult to keep that size, to be motivated, or is that something that comes natural for you?
For me, training is my medicine, so anything that I'm going through, I put that in my training and I train hard, so whatever that may be, if I'm upset or sad or happy, whatever it is, I put that in my training. And ultimately all my body really wants to do is grow. So I never really had a hard time putting on size, so I just eat and train, and this is what happened, so it's pretty great.
So you're at home, it's 2020, and there's a miracle. Jake Wood buys the Olympia.
Yes.
And he says women's bodybuilding is coming back to the Miss Olympia. So you're sitting there at home, 119 pounds, shredded in your chair. And what are you thinking? What are you thinking then?
Well, I will never stop bodybuilding or training or anything like that. I did for a while think that I was done for, with competing because of that reason, because, there's where are you going to go, if there's no Olympia. I know the Wings of Strength an amazing show, but where from there, so I just kind of was like, oh, I'll just, bodybuild and train my clients. And, that's kind of where I was at that point. But when I heard that news, it really got me excited to compete again. So here I am.
Yes. So since you've been gone, that sounds a little you're back now. Yeah. But since the last time you competed in 18 and before that, the landscape of women's bodybuilding has changed when it comes to criteria of the physique, correct?
Yeah, it has.
What's your reaction to that as a bigger athlete?
Well, I would like to see there be a heavyweight, division in women's bodybuilding. That would be fun,
JB over there,
Yep.
What have you said about that? You said that many times, haven't you?
Yep, many times. It was a glorious time when it was in 2009 and 2002, where we had heavyweight division in Miss Olympia, also 2 and lightweight. So it was great. We had good results. We had many competitors, and yeah, it was super. So I have to get it back.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
Because at the Tampa, how much did you weigh on stage there?
Oh, I think I was between 180 and 185.
Wow.
I lost a lot of weight from COVID, and I'm still kind of struggling with the residual effects of that too.
Are you still struggling with having COVID from what, year and a half ago? Really?
Yeah, there's still, I haven't quite got my sense of smell back all the way. Lung capacity is a little bit more shallow, but working through it,
Okay, but your body's the same. It's just that you can't smell, you mean?
It's a little tougher to train,
Okay. Well, that was sad, but the positive there. So you were 185 on stage, but you said you lost at least potential 10 pounds? Or what you're supposed
10
to be?
10 pounds in the first 3 days of having COVID. So then at that point, I just ate whatever I could. Didn't matter what it was. So I did that in, hopes that I would keep weight on.
So that 11th place, when you got 11th, we have like the biggest following of women bodybuilders on our Instagram and our YouTube, and we posted the pictures, and people could vote, and we were very lucky to have like the experts of women's bodybuilding voting, and I think it was 80% did not agree with this 11th place, because even though you weren't perfectly on, you still had tremendous size advantage of some of the other girls there. How did that feel getting 11th when you saw some of the other competitors beating you there?
Well, I thought it was fair. I was happy with it because I know that I was not at my best, physique. It was a little flat, I did a lot of cardio. That was a mistake. I burned off a lot of my size on my legs. So, I was happy with it. I was just happy to be there, and it was a great experience, so I'm really excited for this year.
Good. Yep. This year, what's going down? We don't know anything. What's going on? What's the plan?
Well, I'm officially still in off season, so we haven't really nailed down exact shows. Are you
still in off season? You haven't started I don't believe you. You're looking more than you. I think you started I don't believe you. You're completely off season right now.
Yeah, 100% off season.
Wow.
JB, do you really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, fantastic then. The delts are popping already.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
it should be interesting.
So what's the plan then? You're working with Brandon Ray, correct?
Yes.
And do you what are you thinking monthly? When do you, not monthly, but what month are you thinking about competing? Or what time of the year?
We're talking about the first one being in May.
Is that New York Pro?
No, I don't think so.
May?
We haven't decided definitely on a show, but
Indie Pro.
So prep starts on February 1st. So we're just gonna kind of see what happens and then nail down a timeline for a show.
So what are we what are you working on to bring a better symmetry? What's going to be the difference this time?
Quads, quad sweep, glutes, arms. You know, that's my main focus right now. But you know, still training overall what I normally do.
JB, because obviously that's the same thing we were going to say. Obviously we said legs, arms aren't that but legs obviously the main thing. But with legs, Eva, did you work them? Were you injured or did you work them differently before? Or is there anything, because Brandon told me your legs are coming up already. Is there anything new? Is like, because a lot of athletes, when they have legs that needs to come up, some are able to do it and many are not. You know, it's like a whole career. They say they're going to bring up the legs and they never do it. But with you, Brandon said it's working now. So what are you doing differently?
I'm just really trying to go slow, isolation, really be mindful of, the stretch, the contraction, each rep, just really nice and slow. A lot of isolation work. I quit doing squats a long time ago, probably about 3 years ago. Okay. And that's when I really noticed my legs starting to grow.
Oh.
Your back, it's currently top 3, top 4 in the whole world of land of females, correct?
I don't know.
We have Monique Jones in there. We have Margie V. We have Andrea Shaw. We have you.
Well, I'm honored to be part of that mix.
In the back development.
In the back department.
Yeah. So please tell us, what's the back program for this? What are you doing for your back? In the beginning, when it really started to grow, what was your road to success?
A lot of heavy weight, and I think what happened was I finally found my mind muscle connection, with my back, which I didn't for a lot of years. And once I did, it just exploded. So, it's probably my favorite thing to train, back and, I don't know. They're all my favorite. I can't say that's my absolute favorite, but just really heavy.
Well, you're a personal trainer. Also, you have your own web page. We're gonna put in the link there for people if they want to train with you. Where do you work out of?
I appreciate that. I'm in Spokane, Washington, but I do online training.
Okay. Do you prefer working with men or females, or it doesn't matter?
Both. Anybody. Anybody. Athletes, non-athletes, weight loss clients. Anybody. Anybody from the age 12 to 100.
Do you have any sponsors right at the moment?
I do not.
Guys, please, there has to be someone. This is very mainstream. Women's bodybuilding like it was before. You have that look, if you know what I mean. Like the people that remember
the old school look, right?
And that's what, especially JB, who's been following women's bodybuilding for what, 30 years now, JB?
Yep. Yeah.
He knows very well that this is the look that when you go to an expo, you know, you're the one that people want to see. You know what I mean? This physique is what people want to stop and, well, what's this? What's going on? And can I get a pictures with you? And get, especially if you ever, obviously, are you doing a European show, Eva?
I haven't even thought of that, actually.
Because in Europe, you would be a showstopper. You know, you will, people, when girls like your physique, like Cora Bleva and Amasonka, the freaky girls, people go absolutely crazy, you know? So,
well, anything's a possibility.
Yeah. So I hope sponsors, if there's someone sees this, understanding that this is what the fans want to see, you know, and it can sell products and merchandise. So let's see what happens after your first show. Do you have any YouTube channels or anything cool? Is there anything you're doing to present yourself more?
Well, I'm getting ready to be cool and be on YouTube pretty soon. So that's in the works. And there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot on the horizon for this year.
Thank you for coming on, Eva. We're really excited about 2022, about you, JB, aren't we?
Yeah, we're very excited and looking forward to your appearance then in May. Indy or New York?
Maybe.
Indy Pro.
Yeah, and
Indy Pro, JB, Indy Pro against Stephanie Marie there, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. And then we have New York Pro versus Christina Nicole, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we take it from there. We're planning it. No. But good luck with your season. We're going to pay close attention. And since you're already in shape.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for having me on, you guys.
Yeah, but you almost butchered the ending. Eva, we have to get a back lat spread before you go.
Oh, gosh.
It's very important to the back lat spread, Eva. We know you're in shape. Important. Can we get the back lat spread, JB? So for people at home, this is what's going down in 2022, okay? And she's not even in contest shape yet. Oh, well.
Oof. Wow.
So you see, guys, we're ready for 2022, aren't we?
And fun.
And we can't wait. We can't wait. Okay, Eva?
Wow. Ooh.
As you can see, she has the size and the roundness. And thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.